Hey there, and welcome to today's episode. My name is Brandy Shaver, and we are talking about the 3 steps to building a profitable business using social media today. So I am happy to be here, excited to share this topic with you because here's what is happening. In the last few weeks, I've had a few of my team members and coaching clients come to me and they're like, I've been doing the posting. I've got my content nailed down. I'm being consistent, but I'm really not getting any traction in sales and customers. And so I want to share with you today what are the 3 steps you have to have social media ecosystem wise to make all of this work. Because posting and being consistent is not enough. You've got to have these 3 things to have it figured out. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Let me know if you have ever felt like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all the things and it's just not getting you anywhere. You're just feel like you're just doing the do and it's not producing any of the moolah that you're looking for. And I've totally been there. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to get this rolling for you and so that you can understand what needs to be in place to really get results in your business. All right. So let's jump in. Number 1, we have to grow an audience of people that know, like, and trust us. Okay. So growing an audience. This means it doesn't matter on what social platform you're on. I would suggest picking one and sticking there until you get that social media platform up and rolling and not jumping around doing all the things, all the social media platforms at once, because it stretches you way too thin. You get overwhelmed and you lose focus on what you're trying to do. Okay. So pick one. That's my first tip of the day. Pick one platform to build on until it's profitable. All right. So growing an audience, let's talk a little bit about growing an audience. An audience of people that actually want what you have is key. Now, here's some of the mistakes that I see happening in social media that I kind of just shake my head and go, interesting, right? So there are people that are growing audiences on different social media platforms. And I'm not going to get into which ones, that, this, or the other, because it doesn't really matter. But the thing is that they're growing an audience of people that are not their perfect prospects. Now, what do I mean by that? If I am a vegetarian and you are growing an audience of meat eaters, what's the likelihood that those meat eaters are going to buy my vegetables if that's what I'm selling? Okay. So I hope that makes sense because there's so much more we can dive into with this topic, but I really, really want you to understand that it is so critical to build an audience of people that know, like, and trust you, that are your perfect prospects. If you have a health and wellness business and you have products that are going to help somebody in their health and wellness, and you're talking to Uncle Bob that eats Cheetos and drinks beer all weekend, which no judgment, right? I'm just saying that probably not going to be very, very profitable for you because Uncle Bob doesn't really give a rip about his health right now. Now he may change right down the road, but we don't have time to wait for that. So it's important to build an audience of people that are your perfect prospects. So that's step number 1, growing your audience. Well, how do you grow your audience? Here is some ideas, okay? Provide value for other people. Become different. So right now, I'm doing this video based on my perfect prospect. If you are listening to this, it is probably a 98% chance that you are my perfect prospect, okay? Now, you may be building a business. You may move products and build teams. You may, just need some tips on social media and how to grow your business on social media. And that's my perfect prospect. I teach and train network marketers, entrepreneurs, people who've moved teams and move products to use social media with leverage and automation. That's what I do. Okay. So the first key, figure out who your perfect prospect is and grow an audience of those people by offering value. Now, what is value, right? That's probably something that you hear or have heard before. If not, value is education, motivation, inspiration, lifestyle, It's anything that helps serve your perfect prospect. Okay. Get to know, like, and trust you. All right. So that's the first piece, growing an audience. Pick a social media platform, figure out who your perfect prospect is, start building an audience of those people and serving them with value, which brings us to the next piece. And that is engaging with those people. Okay. Now, here's the thing. It's really hard to get to know, like, and trust you if you are all about just you. And I have a tip for you here. This isn't about you, and it never was. Okay. People don't care what you want. They only care what's in it for them. All right. So there's a reason you're listening to this episode right now, right? Like, there's a reason. It's not because I want you to join my team or I want you to buy something or whatever. You're listening to this episode because I've made a crap ton of money in this industry, and I'm sharing with you tips, tricks, and hacks on how you can do the same thing, right? So you are here because of what's in it for you. And that is the key. Okay. So that's the second piece of your ecosystem that has to go into play. You have to engage with that audience. And engaging means what's in it for them. How might you serve them? That's the key. Using service, showing up and understanding what your perfect prospect needs and how to talk to them and what to give them to help them move forward. All right. So that's the second piece of this. The third piece is being able to promote your business. Now, you can't promote your business if you don't have an audience. And this is the part that a lot of my team members and coaching students right now are struggling with. They're like, I've been doing all the things like we talked about at the first of this episode. They're posting, they're staying consistent, they're doing all the things that they need to be doing, but they're not getting anybody over the line. And when I jump on with some of them to do like an audit or, to check out what might be the disconnect where they're kind of losing, or dropping the ball in their business, I notice that they may only have 100 to 700 friends or, 100 to 1,000 followers. That's not enough. That's not enough. You got to build a bigger audience. That's what's missing, right? So when you think about this social media ecosystem, it is grow, okay, engage, and then promote to those people. And we're taught when we get into this industry just to go promote. Now that works for a lot of people that have influence already. But if they don't have influence, then they're promoting to no one because they don't have anybody that knows, likes, and trusts them. And there isn't anyone that is going to buy products or join your team if they don't know, like, and trust you. It's just how business works. So having these three pieces will definitely change things for you, but you've got to do them simultaneously. All right. So if you see in your business, okay, well, I'm consistently posting, I'm offering value, I'm engaging with my people, and nobody's buying, nobody's commenting, right? You need a bigger audience. Okay. Out of 100 people, maybe 5% of those are going to see your content right now on social media. Okay. So think about those numbers. You need a bigger audience. That is the key. And building an audience of meat eaters, if you are a meat salesman, is the best way and fastest way to where you want to go. So if you need more on how to, build your business on social media, more tips, tricks, and hacks, you can grab the link somewhere that's going to be in this video with this video and this episode, and it will help you get to the next step in where you need to go. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.